Welcome everyone. My name's Dr. Elena and I'm going to do a card reading and a guided meditation for you. I never have anything prepared. It's always very spontaneous. The cards that show up are just whatever shows up, and those cards become a roadmap of where we go in the guided meditation. So because I never really know what is going to come up, I have absolutely nothing prepared. Absolutely nothing prepared. So whatever comes to me is what I start talking about. And ironically enough, I get notes all the time from people privately that tell me that what I brought up is exactly what they needed to hear, or that it felt like it was specifically just for them, which is really, really interesting because that's what I want to happen. You know, all I do is a little meditation beforehand, and I just say, let come through me whatever is going to be relevant for everyone who's watching or listening whenever they watch or listen. And then I just roll with it. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. But if you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe below. I would be so grateful. And it would mean the world to me, really, if you did. And the more subscribers I get, the more I have control over these nasty little interruptions I've been hearing about. People are telling me that they're in the middle of a really nice meditation and they hear an ad. I don't hear that, and here's why. I do a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I watch a lot of things on YouTube, and I don't want to have commercial interruptions. So I pay a small nominal fee each month. I have no ads, I have no interruptions. But that doesn't mean that I can control when I do a video for you that there will be no ads. You have to do it on your end. It's so worth it if you use YouTube. And if not, someone told me that the more subscribers I have, the more control I have over that. And I can adjust that if I have a certain amount of subscribers. So it's kind of a drag. I've tried to figure it out. I've gone online. I've looked at whatever I can to try and figure out how to get rid of those ads. I can't figure it out. I asked a web guy. He can't figure it out. If you know of a way to get rid of the ads without you having to pay a monthly fee to remove the ads to YouTube, I would really like to know. If you know someone who you think can help me get rid of the ads, let me know, okay? Now, that's enough of that, and we're just gonna get busy, okay? So, I'm going to have some of my beautiful hibiscus tea. I love this stuff. It's just, so rich in vitamin C, and it's really, really delicious. So, I just got that I need to talk to you about your body and listening to your body. Your body speaks all the time. It doesn't speak in English. It speaks in symptoms. So if you're tired, there's a reason. If you're tired after you ate, there's either something you ate that you're sensitive to, or it was too carby and you're having a blood sugar drop. Let me tell you a little bit about blood sugar, okay? Ideally, you want your brain to have enough fuel so that your moods are even, and it's almost like you're floating on a nice, smooth lake. Nice and easy, glassy, okay? When you have blood sugar fluctuations, you're going like this. You're kind of like on the Pacific Ocean with these big waves. And every time you come up and go down, you go into an inflammatory cascade, every time. So you might be going into numerous inflammatory cascades all day long, depending upon what you eat, how often you eat, and those are very, very important, because if you wait too long between eating, you will be going into inflammatory cascades. You'll be going up and down, and you won't be thinking as clearly as you could, and you might not be reacting in the moment. You might be reacting on automatic pilot. In other words, you know that thing where you've seen dominoes, you hit one and they all start rolling around and going down? You want to be responding in the present to every situation. A lot of times, I'm trying to give you an example here. Let's say, I don't know, when you were a kid, your mother said something to you and you felt really bad about it, and it was the habit that she had, and she spoke to you in a certain tone of voice. And let's say you're on a blood sugar low cycle because you haven't eaten in a while, and ideally you should be eating every 3 hours, protein every 3 hours, some kind of protein. And so let's say you're with a friend of yours or your spouse or your child or your sister, brother, whatever, significant other, and they say something and that tone of voice strikes you in a way that takes you out of the present moment. You can't stay in the present moment if you have fluctuating blood sugar. You can't. It's just not possible. So what's happening is you're reacting to all the times that your parent, your mother, whoever it was, used that tone of voice with you. So it's like the dominoes. One goes down and there's all these others start going down. It's like you're not even responding in the moment to the situation. You're responding with the velocity of all the baggage of the past when you were spoken to with that tone of voice, or what you perceive to be the tone of voice from your spouse, significant other, brother, sister, coworker, son, daughter, whatever, best friend, whatever. So the thing is, number one, keep your brain functioning nice and even by giving your brain fuel. If you don't put gas in your car, it's not going to take you where you want to go. If you don't give your brain fuel, you're not going to get where you want to go. So listen to your body and pay attention to it. The other thing too is, I want to tell you, I just got the guides to tell you about this, LPA. LPA is a blood test that is not normally given. Now I can order it anytime for my patients, not a problem. But I can tell you how to get it and to get paid for getting it, and it won't cost you a thing. If you're interested in doing that, let me know, or actually maybe I'll just put a link in the description. I'll put a link in the description and you can just click on it and make an appointment. I made an appointment for myself. I mean, I can order it and pay for it, but why should I? I just went over and did it because someone told me about this opportunity to get it done at no charge. The reason they're doing it at no charge, they draw a little blood, no big deal, it was super mellow, no big weight. I made the appointment online and I got the appointment for 2 days later in a schedule that worked for me. I went 15 minutes from my house, not far. There was no wait. I got it done. While I was there, they made sure that they had the right email for me. And then she said, well, you're going to get $45 for doing this. And I went, what? I had no idea. And she said, I'm sending you another email right now. Look at it and choose if you want a Visa card or if you want to put into your digital wallet. And I chose a mail-in Visa card because I don't use a digital wallet that often. And it came in the mail. How about that? So $45 to just, spend a few minutes. And the thing is, the LPA, you'll watch a little video on the link that I'm going to put in there. The LPA is a very high indicator for cardiac events, even if you have great cholesterol, even if your lipids are great. The other thing about it is if you have LPA, high LPA, you do not want to take a statin because statins increase LPA. Statins increase your heart attack risk, right? Now that's not what you thought, right? You thought statins would reduce your heart attack risk by lowering your cholesterol and raising your LDL and lowering your LDL. LDL you want to be high, HDL you want to be high, LDL you want to be low. HDL starts with an H, you want that to be high. LDL starts with an L, you want that to be low. So statins are designed to do that, but they have an awful lot of side effects. And a lot of people cannot take statins. They get depressed, they have muscle aches and pains, and I also have erectile dysfunction for men. So nobody wants that, right? Especially at a young age. I mean, I know people who are in their 30s who were taking statins, and that's just the lazy way of doing it. They don't want to change their diet. They just want to take a pill. But you're taking that pill for the rest of your life, and all pills have side effects, okay? All drugs have side effects. They're synthetic materials. They all have side effects. So if you don't want to alter your lifestyle and do what needs to be done to get your lipids where they need to get, you take a statin, which is basically the lazy way to do it, and the way to do it where you're not taking responsibility for what your body's trying to tell you. So get the LPA test. You'll get paid to do it. And then there are other research things. They'll say, oh, you want to be involved in the research? You just say no. You don't have to give me your social security number, nothing. It's this big thing where there's studies being done because they really want to make the correlation and make it much more available to the public that the high LPA, elevated LPA, is directly correlated to having a heart attack, okay? And you've heard it said before, heart disease is a silent killer because you don't know it's happening. And I know someone who, a very young man, 30 years old, in great shape, worked out, not sick, went to do a business conference, spent the night in the hotel, didn't show up at the conference, and was found in his hotel room, passed away the next morning. Very, very sad. Young man, so much potential. Don't let that happen to someone you know. Don't let that happen to you. Get the LPA test and go from there. And there are ways to reduce your LPA that are not drug related. Actually, there really isn't many drugs for reducing LPA. It's more of doing it naturally. So check it out, and if you vibe to it, get the test done and get paid for it. What the heck, right? $45. I was surprised. I didn't even know I was going to get any money. That was cool. Anyhow, you have to use the link I send you though, okay? All right, enough about that. See? Just went off on a tangent there just because I heard in my head talk about LPA. Started when I said, this is good for you because it's high in vitamin C. Another thing I'm going to talk about is be authentic, people. If you say you're going to do something, just do it. If you don't want to do it, don't say you're going to do it. If you connect with somebody and you're out somewhere and you have a nice connection with them and you say, yeah, I'll call you this week, we'll have lunch. Don't forget that conversation. That's so flaky. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And if you don't plan on getting together with that person for lunch, then don't say you're going to do it just for the sake of looking like a nice person in the moment. That's not being authentic. Authentic is being congruent. It's doing what you say you're going to do and acting how your belief systems are. So everything is aligned. You're congruent. You're authentic. Be authentic, be congruent, okay? That gives you a lot of respect. When you're not authentic and you're not congruent, you just kind of look flaky. And that's not very attractive, and it doesn't really gain respect from other people. So hold yourself in a high standard. Hold yourself in a high standard. Answer to yourself, okay? Answer to yourself and have integrity. Very, very important. Well, I'm talking very quickly, aren't I? So that happens at the beginning of the guided meditations, and then I slow down when I go into doing the guided meditation. So I think we're going to start with some cards, unless I hear something else I need to bring up. Is there anything else you want me to bring up right now? Let go. Okay. Just let go. Okay. Now, if there's something that's been bothering you, you don't have to talk about it with everybody you know. You don't have to talk about it week after week after week in therapy. You don't have to talk about it over and over again with your best friend. All that does is perpetuate it. Just let it go, okay? If this is the thing and you're pushing against it and you keep talking about it, keep resisting this thing that you don't want to be happening, you just push against it. If you just let it go, there's nothing to push against. You just let it go and let things unfold. Just allow things to unfold. Just allow, 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 allow. Don't push. Allow, allow, allow. Okay, and just let go. You can let go just like that. Just let go. Let go. Let go of that thing. That thing that's like hovering over you, that's like taking all your time, taking all your energy, sapping your creative juices. Just let go. Just say to yourself, let go. I am letting this go. I'm letting go. And feel yourself actually detach from it. It's quite profound, actually. Works great. All right. Anything else you want me to talk about? No. Pull the cards. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to go to my trusty deck that I've been using, a version of this deck since I was a teenager. Oh my gosh. You know, when I started working with the cards, nobody even knew what they were. I mean, I was in Pennsylvania, and Nobody I knew did yoga. I did a paper in, I think it was 9th or 10th grade on different types of yoga. My teacher didn't even know what it was. She couldn't even pronounce yoga. She was, yoga? Is that yoga? What's yoga? And I talked about the different types of yoga. Why? I didn't know anybody that was doing yoga. My family wasn't into that. You know, I just had different desires and different inclinations from a very, very young age. And also visitations from a very young age. And I had a near-death experience too. That kind of accelerated everything. All right. Enough about me, right? Let's talk about you. Cut and pull the cards. And the first card is, I want these cards to be relevant for you, everyone who's watching or listening, whenever they watch or listen. And so that's what's going to happen. These cards are going to talk to you. They're going to talk to your higher self, your inner sanctum, and give you the answers that you need for your particular situation. So take a moment and think about something you want clarity on or direction on. Think for a moment. I got something. Let's see if it connects. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to lay these out, then I'll tell you the story about it, okay? I laid them out on a table here. This is a 9 of Wands, and I like to go for 3 cards here. Oh, and this is the World card. This is a Major Arcana card, and this is 21. And then we're going to go with the 3rd card here. And then I'll tell you the story, okay? It'll be a narrative. Okay, and this is 5 of Swords. Okay. Right now, they're just cards. I'll wait for the guidance and I'll know what to say they are and what they mean and how it all pulls together. Let me get these out of the way. I like this little pouch. I've had this pouch for, I don't know, like 25 years or something. Isn't it cool? And I'm going to go to another deck here. Let's go to this deck right here. See who comes up here. You never know who's going to show up. You never know. Shuffling the cards to give us more clarity, more substantiation, and more explanation of what's already had been pulled, cut, and take the first card, Elena. Here we go. It is this one. This is See Only Love. Okay, that's come up before. Some of these come up repeatedly, and some have never come up at all, which is super weird. But that's how it goes. I'm not doing it. It's just being done. And we're going to go into this deck next. And let's see who shows up here. Shuffle. Give us more information. And by the way, we are directly and consistently and constantly surrounded by healing white light during this video, during this reading, and also from this point on. I'm getting really, really warm right now. I feel like I should open my back patio. Okay, and this is, oh, and see, this guy comes up all the time. He's one of my favorites, Prioritize. I think he came up last week, Prioritize. Okay, that's that thing you're thinking of, that thing you want clarity on. It might not be so important. It might not be one of your highest priorities. Let's see. Let's get these out of the way and go into this deck. Let's see what's happening here. I have to keep these in order. All right. And this is this one. You are loved. Oh, that's really, really nice. You are loved. And you are. Sometimes it doesn't feel like you are, right? But you are. Okay, and the Sacred Forest final deck. Let's see what's going on here. This Sacred Forest lets us know who we're going to meet when we go into the forest, the inner sanctum of the forest. The inner sanctum is inside of us. And let's see who we meet in there. There are teachers and avatars and shamans in there, and wise animal medicine in there, and wise nature medicine in there. Let's see what we have here. This came up last week. Air spirit, knowledge. I shuffled the deck last time. I shuffled it this time, and the same card comes up. Okay, obviously this is a serious message here. And it's kind of like hitting us over the head with a 2x4 to really pay attention. So now let me line these up in order so I can tell the story. And read to you what they are. Some of them I have to read. The regular tarot that I've been working with since I was a teenager, I don't have to read anything about that. I just intuitively say it. Okay, so the first card is this. This is the Nine of Wands. 9 is the number of the Hermit in the Major Arcana. And 9 is about going inside and taking your quiet time, okay? Not being out there all the time, going within. And this is to be, the wands are creative. This is creative energy. So going within, you become more creative. It just doesn't necessarily mean you're painting or drawing or writing music or writing stories or whatever. It means you start to think more creatively about your situation when you give yourself time to be alone. Now, the thing about this guy right here, he's a little wary. He's kind of on guard. You know, it's like whatever that thing is you were wondering about, be careful. Just be aware. Don't just go blindly into a situation. You know, let yourself see what's really going on. You know, take your time. No rush. Just, you know, be a little wary. Especially with people. You know, when you meet people, especially creative people, because these are wands, don't jump into anything right away. Just watch and see how people behave, see how they respond, see how they handle themselves, you know, before you go all in and spill the beans about every little detail of your life. You know what I'm saying? Just go a little slow and let it be shown. All right. Now, this one is, the next card is this one. This is a Major Arcana card. Major Arcana cards carry a lot of pixels. They carry a lot of information. This is the World. This is 21, okay? Look at this. This person, this woman in the center, no pretense, no clothing, just who she is. Be who you are. Be who you are and know you are divinely protected. There are guardian spirits around you. You are divinely protected, and you actually have magic wands in your hand. You can create your reality. The world is in your hands. Your world is in your hands. You can create it how you want it. Be real, be authentic. And this ties into what I was saying earlier about you meet somebody and you want to look like a cool person, so you say, oh yeah, I'll call you next week, let's do lunch. Don't say it if you're not going to do it. If you don't even think you're going to do it. And if you say you're going to do it, call and do it. And if you can't do it, call and say you can't do it this week, but set a date or something. Don't just spin wheels. Don't just spin energy. Just don't, that's spewing out energy. That's wasting energy for something that you know when you say it probably isn't even going to happen. So the thing is, be authentic, be real. And remember, you've got magic wands in your hand. Use your God-given talent and the benevolent energies that surround you. The lion, the bull, higher frequency people, the eagle. Fly high, fly high, defend yourself, be steadfast in what you want, what you're going for, okay? So this is the world, 21. 21, time to grow up, you know, legal age. Grow up and be real. Stop being fake. Okay. And some of you, it's so interesting for me because a lot of you don't write anything on the public comment area on YouTube, but you send me notes. I encourage you to just do it in the public, because if you're having insights, trust me, other people are too. And it's nice for people to not know that they're alone. So, but it'll be interesting to see how many notes I get about this reading and if it resonated with you, and how many of you it resonated with that took the time to actually send me a note and let me know. Okay, here we go. 5 of Swords, okay? We had the Wands, which is creative. We have the World, which is a major arcana, and we've got the Swords. This is like, cut through the crap, you know? Cut through the crap and be victorious in your dealings without overpowering others, without defeating other people. Just be clear. And you see, these people have put their swords down. Like, they don't want to, like, they're not in the game anymore, okay? This is a winner right here. This is a winner. But be careful that you don't overpower people. Be careful that you don't overpower and try and usurp their energy. And also, swords cut through the crap. They just cut through things, you know, cut through bullshit. They cut through all that fakeness, all that inauthenticity. These 3 cards are about being wary, being authentic with no slick veneers, and cutting through the crap and seeing what's really going on. All right. But see only love. When you look around and you see what's going on, see only love. Now this, I'm going to open one of my little books and read you this. Okay, see only love. Okay, here we go. Look past seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. In other words, taking that situation of somebody who says, oh yeah, let's have lunch, then you don't hear from them. Don't be angry about that. Just see them with love. You don't know what happened in their life. But it's a message to you to come from integrity yourself. And when you make a commitment to someone else, or you say something like that offhanded, you know, be ready to follow through on it. Look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. The angels gave you this card as a reminder to see yourself, others, and every single situation through their eyes, through the eyes of the angels. When you focus on love, anything that's unloving falls away. It's like turning on a light to diminish the darkness. Call upon the angels whenever you need help to elevate your vision to a more loving vantage point. Here are some additional meanings. Look past the personality and egos of others and see the angel within them. The angels can help you do this if it seems difficult. Forgive. Release anger, hurt, judgments, and resentments to the angels. Affirm what you desire instead of what you fear. Affirm what you desire instead of what you fear. All right, prioritize. This guy, I talked about him last week. He looks like somebody I used to know. I told you about that. Prioritize. This is Archangel Metatron. Beautiful dude, shining the light. Focus on your highest priorities. I'll help you get organized and motivated. Excuse me. I'm starting the releasing part. If you haven't seen this before, this is what happens. My eyes start to water. I start yawning. My throat needs liquid. I get hoarse. I start coughing, whatever. That's because I'm clearing energy so that when I do the guided meditation, it's clear. It's clear and pure. So I'm getting rid of stuff, energy. Okay, what's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on projects and activities close to your heart. Make choices that honor your priorities and support your life's mission. Metatron is one of the two angels who walked upon the earth as human men. The other one is Sandalphon. Metatron was the prophet and scribe Enoch, who ascended after his exemplary earth life. He continues working as a scribe and a record keeper in heaven. He helps people develop organizational and record-keeping skills as well. When you call upon Metatron, he motivates you to organize your priority. Metatron, I would like you to help me organize some things in this house. And you know the things I'm talking about. I have some things in my garage that have been sitting there for a while that really need to be organized, and I need to get to it. I'm doing it a little at a time. I'm giving things away and kind of going through things. It takes time to do that, and it takes mental energy, and it's emotional too. It's emotional. I mean, you know, I've got grown kids and things for my life. I mean, it's something most people put off doing, but it feels good to do it. Okay, so priorities, and prioritize your time too. He's good at helping you make lists, but spend your time thinking about what you want, and spend your time not being resentful or focusing on your disappointment and how things, situations, people, whatever, aren't going the way you think they should, because you don't have all the cards in your hand. You know, there's divine power at play here. So just let go, as I said earlier. Let go and allow, okay? Next card. You're loved. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. You're loved. It might feel like you're not sometimes. Reconnect to your higher self, reconnect to spirit, reconnect to nature, and you will get that connection going again. And I'm going to read to you about you are loved right now. You are loved. Don't worry about a thing. You're loved. You're amazing. You're special. And you are loved. Everyone is in your life for a specific reason. This card asks you to realize that deep down, people really, truly do care about you, and they want you to succeed. Sometimes we step into anger when we feel as if people are trying to control. Know that this time in your life is very temporary, and before you know it, you'll be making your own rules. It's okay to go along with what others say, as long as you feel that their rules are based on love and wisdom. Detach for a moment and allow yourself to see the situation through other people's motivations. The angels love and respect you unconditionally and are always on your side. This goes back to, remember when I was talking about the dominoes? When you react to somebody who's speaking to you in a certain way and it triggers all this other stuff and you start resisting against it, it's okay to go along with what they're saying as long as you feel that their rules are based on love and wisdom. And detach for a moment to allow yourself to see the situation through other people's motives. Why are they like that? Why are they trying to head trip you? Why are they trying to control you? What's that all about? Try and see it from why they do what they do, instead of, oh, why are they doing this to me? Think about it as, why do they do what they do? Go look at it from a witness place of being interested. You know, I'm fascinated by that. I wonder why they did what they did. I wonder why they said that. I wonder why they're behaving that way. takes it away from you being, oh, they did this to me, or they persecuted me, or they said that, or whatever. Anyway, the angels love and respect you unconditionally, and they're always on your side. So remember that you are loved, okay? This beautiful flower here. Very nice. All right, now we go into the sacred forest. This card showed up last week, so let's see what's going on here and why it's so important that it came up again. It's card number 1, which is in the tarot, the major arcana card of the Magician. And the Magician remembers that they are able to create their own reality. Remember this card? Remember this woman? She's holding magic wands. Yep. You have the power to create your reality, or co-create it at any rate. Maybe not all of it. I mean, if you're 5'2", you can't make yourself 6 feet tall, but you can co-create. So remember, you have the power to do that. Look at this card. She's floating in the air on a boat. Air spirit. This is about knowledge. The message is knowledge. As you stand in the center of the forest, a subtle breeze lovingly touches your cheeks. Gentle gusts rustle the leaves above you as the spirit of air approaches upon her boat of light and wind. In the quietude, you sense the wind whispering messages to you from spirit. This is why it's important to spend time alone in nature, and that's why the 9 of Wands came up as the first card. 9 is the number of the hermit, and spending time alone is when you hear the messages. You receive this card when you need to think things through. This is not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively to situations and people. Take into consideration all points of view, like this card talked about. Why are they behaving this way? Why are they saying these things? What are their motivations? What in their life is having them behave this way? Take into consideration all points of view. Do your research, listen to others, and speak your truth. Take time to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. Remember? Remember that? It is an excellent time to begin a new venture or project. It will succeed as long as you are thoughtful, organized, and focused. There is a remarkable wellspring of wisdom within you. Take a breath, slow and deep, and delve into that inner knowledge. That's the forest within. It will guide you in the right direction. Your answers will come. Air represents wisdom, our mental activity, and our ability to reason. It's also associated with thoughts, intellect, communication, and comprehension. Through our breath, we can speak and express ourselves. Our lives begin with our first breath, so air is connected with new beginnings. The spirit of air oversees friendship, clarity, and positive focus in life. The spirit of air says, inhale. Take a moment to think things through. Think as well as feel the right direction. Get clarity and become focused before stepping forth. Take care to have thoughtful communication with others. Respond and react consciously with awareness in every situation. And that cannot happen unless you give your brain the fuel so that you're not on automatic pilot reacting to a present situation from past experience. Very important. Talked about that at the beginning. You see how everything is connected? Everything, the cards, what I just off the cuff was talking about before the cards were pulled, everything is connected. It's pretty far out. We're going to do a guided meditation now. And we have the map of where we're going to go. I'm already feeling kind of dreamy. And I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I think I'm going to have some serious dreams. I'm releasing, getting ready. I want you to get ready now for your guided meditation. Okay? I suggest you lie down flat, and you can have your legs straight out in front of you if you want, or you can have your knees bent with your feet flat on the surface of the floor or your bed or wherever you are. And so we're going to begin now to go into the guided meditation, and any sounds that you hear that you recognize as everyday normal sounds, just allow you to go even deeper into your own sacred forest, your own inner sanctum. Getting ready now. Let this tone signify to your entire nervous system this is your chance and your opportunity to just completely decompress. Completely let go of anything you've been carrying around with you, of anything you may be angry about, frustrated with, disappointed in. These are all your preconceived ideas of how things should be. Just let go. Take in a breath and let it just come right out of your mouth. Just let go. And as you exhale and as you let go, feel your energy just detaching. Just detach. Feel it detaching and letting go. Notice your breathing moving into its own natural rhythmic pattern. Easily and gently. I'm going to turn the light down, it's a little bright. And with your eyes closed, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into your own personal, safe space. Easily and gently allowing yourself to release with every single breath and every single sound of my voice. And as I count from 5 down to 0, notice how each count has you going deeper and deeper and relaxing more and more and more knowing that you are going into a safe space, your safe space, where answers can bubble up, direction can be seen, and clarity can be felt. Starting on the count of 5, feeling a gentle relaxation starting at the top of your head, coming down over your face, down the back of your head, down around your neck. Release your jaw. Allow there to be space between the upper and lower teeth. That's it. Letting go of any concerns, of any thought dust, of any filaments of energy that have attached themselves to you during the day or during the night, if you're listening in the morning. So that you are in your own power without any attachments energetically. And moving down to 4, feeling your shoulders relaxing and releasing, your chest letting go. Letting go of anything you've been holding in, any disappointments in your heart and your relationships, any expectations, letting them go. Your entire torso relaxes. Let's go. The relaxation is so deep and it's saturated so thoroughly in your being that it spreads from the front of your body to the back of your body. So your spine is releasing and all of the muscles in your back are letting go. As you move down to 3. Moving down to the lower torso now, through the hips, coming down into the thighs. Release, release, release. Any worries are exhaled away with every breath. That's it. That's it. You don't even have to think about what you're releasing. Your body knows. Your nervous system knows. Your mind knows. Just let it go. And move down to 2. Moving down through the thighs and the knees now. Relaxing the large thigh muscles. Relaxing the muscles around the knee. Releasing more and more and more. Coming down to 1. Down through the calves and the ankles and the feet. Releasing the calves. All of the muscles and bones and ligaments in the feet. Letting go. Giving thanks for the feet that take you where you want to go and get you there. Letting go more and more and more. In a moment, I'll count from 1 down to 0. And when I do, allow yourself to go even deeper to the perfect level for you, using the tones that you may hear. And imagine that when I say 0 and I count down to 0, that there's a energetic opening on the inside of your third eye, inside your forehead. That is the route, the quick route for you to go deep, 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 deep within. So using the tones, allow yourself to just slide right in there energetically. Just slide down like you're going into a kind of like an energy vortex that just carries you safely to the level you're supposed to go to. And drifting deeper now from 1 to 0. Going deeper and deeper, allowing the sounds of the tones to guide you. And deeper still. Yes, that's it. That's it. Allowing yourself to have full conscious awareness in every situation, wherever you go, whatever you do, and with whom. Be aware and fully present. Everything nice and even, like floating on a glassy lake, because you are taking care of yourself and listening to your body. Let go of any false veneers, surface appearances about how you are trying to present yourself to the world. Just be you, real, authentic, congruent, and with integrity. Remember that you are a co-creator in your world. Take advantage of that power that you have. Use your mind creatively and constructively to visualize and imagine what you want. Cut through the illusion. See things clearly. You may notice that you are starting to see things very clearly, more and more. Look at everything like a movie. Watch it like a movie. You're in it, but it's entertainment. Why do people do what they do? Why do they say what they say? Why do they act how they act? Have a sense of wonderment, a sense of adventure, and a sense of magic about this grand play we are all in. See only love in every situation. Let the disappointments fall away. Let the frustrations fall away. See only love. See love around everyone, especially those that have been challenging to you and challenging for you. There are lessons there. Just get the lesson and move on. Prioritize your energy so that you are spending your time thinking and speaking about what you want. Prioritize your energy so that you give yourself time alone every single day to visualize and imagine what you want. This is creating your world, creating your reality, and you have the power to do it. Remember that you are loved. You are loved by the highest beings. You are loved by the most evolved beings. You are loved by the highest energy of all. Feel that love. Feel how wonderful it feels to be loved by the highest, whatever name you choose to call the highest, whatever name. There are many names, only one highest. But there are emissaries from that highest that come to us to help us, and they can be many places simultaneously. These are the angels, and they are available to help you. Simply ask for help. Remember that you have knowledge. Knowledge comes from learning lessons. Knowledge comes from watching what's going on. Knowledge comes from allowing things to unfold and learning by allowing them to unfold. And letting go, detaching, letting go of anything you've been thinking about and wondering about and worried about and frustrated about. Just let it go. Let it go. It no longer is taking your energy. It no longer is holding you prisoner. Release it and feel your energy just expand exponentially. Yes, it feels fabulous. Just feel your energy expand. Any of that fatigue is gone because you were thinking, worrying, wondering, making up stories. Let it go. Let it go. It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. The right people are coming into your life now. They're going to help you manifest your dreams and desires and what you want. Others will fall away. Spend that time thinking about what you want. Put the energy in. Thank you for joining me. I honor you for taking this time for yourself. I look forward to being with you again in this dimension. Much love and many blessings. Namaste.